Today, I'm about to reveal one of the most powerful psychological attraction secrets older men can use to instantly deepen emotional connection with women. And here's what makes this so fascinating. It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with physical looks. And it definitely has nothing to do with the outdated pickup lines most men still rely on. In fact, the real secret comes down to just two simple words. Two words that can ignite emotional chemistry, trigger subconscious trust, and make a woman feel deeply drawn to your masculine presence. These words activate something much deeper in female psychology, something that reaches beyond surface-level attraction and taps directly into the part of her mind that forms emotional memories and lasting desire. And yes, in this video, I'm going to give you those exact two words. I'll break down the female psychology behind why they work, the science of emotional anchoring, and the hidden detail almost every man misses, because that one overlooked detail is exactly what separates the men women quickly forget from the men they quietly replay in their minds long after the conversation ends. So stay with me until the very end, because what you learn today can completely transform the way women respond to you. Let me tell you something important. Over the years, I've studied thousands of real interactions between men and women, especially in mature dating dynamics. And one truth kept showing up again and again. The men who naturally attract women the most are not always the most handsome. They are not the wealthiest. They are not the loudest men in the room. They are the men who master one rare skill, the direct emotional communication. While most men stay stuck in empty conversations, trying too hard to impress, overthinking every message, or avoiding saying what they truly feel, the men women become obsessed with do something radically different. They communicate with clarity, confidence, and emotional certainty. And they use two phrases that work like master keys to the female subconscious mind. The human brain is wired to respond to specific emotional language patterns. And when used correctly, these two words create what psychologists call positive emotional anchoring, a deep mental association between your presence and how she feels. Now let's get into the first one. The first attraction trigger words. I want. It sounds almost too simple, right? But listen carefully to what happens psychologically when a man says, I want. With calm certainty and masculine confidence, the moment you say it, you signal something powerful. You take ownership of your desire. You are not asking for permission. You are not fishing for validation. You are not hiding behind uncertainty. You are being clear. And here's a truth most men never understand about female psychology. Never refer. Women are deeply attracted to men who know exactly what they want. Why? Because it signals leadership, direction, decisiveness, and emotional strength. It tells her that you can make choices, that you can lead moments, that she doesn't have to carry the emotional weight of deciding everything. Now compare these two energies. A man says, maybe we could hang out sometime if you want. What does that communicate? Uncertainty, fear of rejection, lack of confidence, no emotional direction. Now compare it to this. Nanship, I want to take you out Saturday night. I know a place you'll love. Feel the shift? That's not neediness. That's certainty. You're no longer asking her to create the experience. You are leading the emotional frame. And that instantly changes how she experiences your masculine energy. This is not about being forceful. It's about being assertive, grounded, and unafraid to express desire. When you do this, you awaken what relationship psychology calls sexual polarity. You become the masculine force that initiates and that naturally awakens the feminine part of her that loves to feel safe, chosen, and led by confident intent. Now let's move into the second phrase, because this is where attraction becomes unforgettable. The second emotional trigger, I appreciate. Now pay close attention, because this is the phrase that takes everything from attraction to emotional impact. If you only use, I want, there's a risk. It can come across as self-focused. It may sound like you're only interested in getting something from her, but when you combine it with, I appreciate, everything changes. Now you become a man of both masculine initiative and emotional intelligence. Let me show you exactly how powerful this is. Instead of saying, I want to see you again, say this. I want to see you again because I really appreciate the way you think. Talking to you feels rare. Do you see what just happened? Now you're not simply expressing desire. You are showing her something much deeper. You're showing her that you truly see her. Not just how she looks, but how she thinks, how she feels, how her energy affects you. And that, my friend, is what becomes emotionally unforgettable. Because most men stop at appearance. They say she's beautiful, they compliment her smile, they focus on the obvious. But when you appreciate her mind, perspective, presence, and essence, you trigger a far deeper emotional response. You make her feel understood. And when a woman feels deeply seen by a man, attraction intensifies fast. Because now she feels chosen for who she is, not just what she looks like, and women can sense that difference instantly. If this is resonating with you so far, hit the like button and comment. Clarity. Below. That tells me you're serious about mastering attraction psychology on a deeper level. Now let me show you the mistake that destroys all of this. The mistake that kills attraction instantly. The biggest mistake men make is using these words without congruence. And congruence is everything. Congruence means your body language, voice, eye contact, and words all say the same thing. Because if your mouth says, I want to take you out, but your shoulders are collapsed, your eyes are avoiding hers, and your tone is shaky, the female mind instantly feels the disconnect. Your body is broadcasting insecurity while your words are trying to perform confidence, and women are incredibly sensitive to these emotional mismatches. It's like they have a subconscious lie detector. So when you say, I want, stand tall, keep your chest open, hold calm eye contact, speak slower, let your certainty breathe. And when you say, I appreciate, soften the delivery, pause, slow your rhythm, let the sincerity land emotionally. That is where the real magic happens. And one more critical thing most men ignore. Timing creates emotional memory. Do not use these phrases like a script. This is not robotic repetition. Timing is what makes the words powerful. Use them in emotionally charged moments. Moments where connection is already present. At the end of a great date, after a meaningful conversation, when she shares something personal. That's when you look her in the eyes and say, I want to do this again. I really appreciate the energy you bring. That moment becomes an emotional imprint. Now every time she thinks of you, she remembers how you made her feel seen, desired, valued, safe. That's how emotional memory creates attraction. And that's how ordinary men become unforgettable. If you want to become the kind of man women naturally feel drawn to, make sure you subscribe to Love Lies and Reality and turn on the bell icon. Every week we break down female psychology, attraction triggers, emotional communication, and relationship secrets most men never learn. And before you go, comment below, hamam warawaum. Which of these two phrases do you think most men fail to use correctly? I want or I appreciate. I read every comment. Remember this, you do not need to be perfect to attract deeply. You simply need to be real, clear, and emotionally congruent. And when your words match your presence, women never forget the way you made them feel. See you in the next one.